What's the real cost, the actual bottom line impact of just okay execution when you're trying to make quota this quarter?
Yeah, if your sales team isn't consistently blowing past those targets, maybe it isn't the market. Maybe it's not even the product.
It might just be the fundamentals, how they show up every single day.
Exactly. And today we're diving into a really powerful blueprint. It's built from serious experience over 28 years, more than 23,000 sales pitches, all curated by the sales experts.
We're talking about the Rainmaker, right? That top 1%, the elite seller who just consistently delivers, blows past quota, seems to make deals appear.
That's the one. And our mission today is pretty straightforward. We want to pull out the simple, repeatable habits, the mindset shifts.
Things leaders can use themselves, but also, crucially, roll out to their teams to really drive sales success.
We're cutting right to it. High leverage stuff that actually moves the needle.
Okay, let's unpack this. Before we get into tactics like pipeline velocity or anything like that, the source material really hammers this home. Rainmakers sell themselves first.
Right. Their credibility is almost the currency of the deal.
So what are those core habits, the foundational things for building that professional trust?
Well, fundamentally, it starts with, human connection, authenticity. We sometimes overcomplicate sales, don't we?
We do.
But at its core, it really hinges on trust. The experts really stress staying authentic, being genuine, because people buy from people they trust. It's not just a soft skill.
Okay, but how does authentic become actionable? I think some execs hear authentic and just think, be friendly.
It's definitely deeper. It connects directly to making other people feel important, building that rapport.
How so?
It's not about just cracking jokes. It's making clients feel genuinely seen, respected. That means, active listening, really hearing their needs, summarizing them back accurately, respecting their time.
So when a Rainmaker walks in, the focus is entirely outward, on the client.
Completely. They make the client the center of that interaction.
Right, that makes sense. Relational intelligence. But look, you can't run a business just on good vibes, especially in complex B2B sales. Millions might be on the line.
Oh, absolutely not. Trust gets you in the door, maybe gets you a seat at the table, but preparation, that's what closes the deal.
Okay, preparation.
The blueprint is crystal clear on this. Preparation is non-negotiable. It means knowing the client's business inside out, knowing your product backwards and forward.
Anticipating objections, too, I mean.
Every single one. And crucially, rehearsing your pitch so it feels like a conversation, not like you're reading a script.
Yeah.
That deep knowledge, that's what builds real professional confidence.
So it's not just having the PowerPoint ready. It's having the depth to pivot when things go off track.
Exactly. And this is where leaders really need to look at their own behavior. What's the strategic piece here for an executive?
Go on.
Building this reputation, this personal brand based on trust and prep, it means you earn enough respect to demand mutual respect back and, critically, to set boundaries.
Boundaries. It's interesting. Why are boundaries so vital for a top sales exec? Shouldn't we be bending over backwards?
For the right clients, maybe, but the Rainmaker. They understand opportunity cost. They know serving perfect clients drains resources.
So if you've built that brand, that credibility.
You have the, let's say, the currency to walk away from bad business,
Right.
And that signals strength. It optimizes your resources, lets your team focus only on prospects that actually fit, that are profitable. It's an efficiency mindset, starts right at the top.
Okay, that reframes boundaries completely. Less personal preference, more strategic imperative.
All right.
All right, let's shift gears a bit. This is where I think it gets really practical for managers wanting to boost pipeline velocity, right? Close deals faster.
Definitely. Rainmakers are, ruthless about efficiency. Maximum impact per hour.
So what are some simple daily routines leaders can actually implement to shorten that cycle?
Okay, 3 really actionable things we can pull out for team policy. First one, tackle decision fatigue head on.
Decision fatigue. We hear about it in psychology. How does it play out in, say, complex B2B sales?
Well, think about it. You're asking a client to commit to something big. A major investment, multi-year contract, maybe needs buy-in across departments.
Yeah, that's taxing.
Exactly. You're taxing their decision-making reserves. So the blueprint advises, schedule your key calls, your big pitches, your high-stakes conversations in the morning.
Why morning?
Cognitive reserves are just higher before lunch. Simple as that. Making this a team policy, it just optimizes the client's headspace for making, hopefully, complex, positive decisions.
Trying to close a huge deal at 4:30 p.m. on a Friday.
You're just handicapping yourself. Their brain is fried.
That's a fantastic low-cost change. Huge potential upside. Okay, so we've optimized when we talk to them. How about who we talk to?
This is all about cycle speed. Habit 18, start at the top. You absolutely have to push to speak to the real decision makers early on.
Instead of getting stuck lower down.
Right. Too often, sales reps spend weeks, even months, negotiating details with managers who are just influencers or technical buyers. They can't actually sign the check.
And that just stretches the cycle out endlessly.
Yeah.
But what if the C-suite is heavily gatekept?
The Rainmaker finds a way. They know their time is best spent with the economic buyer, the person with budget authority.
Because selling up the chain is slow.
Painfully slow. And risky. Get agreement from the top, let that authority cascade down. It's much faster. Maybe policy should even say, no opportunity gets real pipeline status without confirmed contact with the final decision maker.
That's a strong filter for pipeline health. Okay, third thing. Activity volume always comes up. How do top performers get massive results from seemingly small efforts?
This one is maybe the simplest habit, but so powerful. Habit 15, make one more call a day.
One more call. It sounds almost trivial.
It does, doesn't it? Especially if you're chasing a huge annual number. But this is the magic of compounding.
Explain that.
If every single salesperson makes just one extra quality interaction each day, not spamming, but a focused, prepared outreach,
Okay.
that adds up to over 200 extra high-intent conversations per year per salesperson.
Wow. So for a team of 10, that's 2,000 extra shots on goal a year from just one extra call each per day.
Exactly. It's sustained growth built on tiny daily discipline.
Okay, so tying those three together, it's focused prep, hitting peak cognitive times, going straight for the decision maker, and then letting that compound daily effort just work in the background.
You got it. That's the efficiency engine. Now, maintaining that level of activity, that focus, it takes serious mental stamina.
Right, because sales is still full of rejection, even if you do everything right.
Absolutely. So even with all the optimization, the no's still happen. We need to talk about the mindset. What powers the elite through those inevitable setbacks?
It's easy to say don't take it personally, isn't it? But when a massive deal evaporates after months, that hurts. It can sideline someone.
Yeah. It can. But the Rainmaker. The key difference is their ability to detach from the outcome. Habit 21. Never take rejection personally.
How do they do that?
They separate their self-worth from the result. They focus purely on the activity, the inputs they actually control. A no isn't personal failure. It's just data, information for the next attempt.
So it shifts from I failed to, okay, the activities were completed. Now let's analyze why it didn't close and adjust.
Precisely. And right alongside that is resilience. Habit 22. Bounce back fast.
Like a contact sport, you said.
It is. You get knocked down, you get back up quickly.
Yeah.
Spending an hour feeling sorry for yourself after a lost deal, that's an hour you could have spent prospecting, refining the next pitch, minimize that gap between rejection and renewed effort.
That focus on activity, not the emotional fallout. That really does separate the average from the exceptional, doesn't it? You control the effort, not always the result.
Exactly. And underpinning all of this resilience is a constant drive for growth. They know they're never finished learning.
Which brings us to those growth habits. Creating a team of Rainmakers means fostering a learning culture.
Right. Absolutely. Habit 12. Be a student of sales constantly. Read, listen to podcasts like this one, practice the hard conversations. Rainmakers never stop improving. They don't coast.
And they surround themselves with other winners.
That's the ecosystem piece, yeah. Habit 26. Surround yourself with excellence. You tend to rise or fall to the level of your peers, work with winners, learn from them, push each other.
So that commitment to constant learning plus the high-performance environment, that's what fuels long-term sales success.
That's what sustains it. So wrapping this up for you, the leader listening, what's the big takeaway? The core message from the sales experts. It's refreshingly simple, really.
What is that?
You don't need flashy tricks. You don't need some revolutionary new tech stack necessarily. You need disciplined, repeatable, daily sales habits that are proven to work. Success isn't some mystical talent. It's the outcome of relentless daily execution.
And before we sign off, let's quickly touch on two more habits related to value. The source mentions showing the ROI habit 19 and selling beyond the initial offer, like upsells and cross-sells habit 16.
Crucial points for maximizing value.
So a final thought for you, the listener, the sales leader. How well is your team really demonstrating the financial impact, the actual ROI of your solution? Are they just listing features, or are they proving with numbers how you make or save the client money?
That shift From features to measurable financial impact, that's where the biggest deals often get won.
Absolutely. So we really encourage you, use this list. Treat it like a playbook. Don't try to implement all 29 habits tomorrow. Maybe just start with one this week.
Like mandating key calls happen before noon? Small change, big potential.
And if you want to explore all 29 habits in full detail and get more strategies for driving sales success, you can visit thesalesexperts.com.
Keep focusing on those fundamentals. Keep executing daily. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll catch you on the next deep dive.